All right, everybody, welcome to the call. I'm so happy to see you all here tonight. I'm trying to, there we go. And just so happens that Heidi is visiting from Florida, and rather than making her go in another room and shut the door so we don't hear woo, all the weird sounds that we've got two people in the same room together, which doesn't work, I said, just come be my partner right now here in person. So I want to welcome all of you to the call tonight. It's our HEAT team wrap up from conference. And I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to wait till the end and see what maybe needs to just be addressed a little bit. But the only thing I'm going to say, and this sounds so repetitive, tell me if you've ever heard this before. Just raise your hand if you've ever heard this before. This was the best conference ever. It really was. And it was because it was so unique. And so I'm going to tell you that we had some guests there that have been to, they said, about 50 other conferences with network marketing companies. And at the end, I'm going to wrap up with his comments about what he saw that he's never seen at another network company before and he's been to. So first of all, I'm going to mute everybody out. So if you are speaking, you're going to need to unmute yourself. And Sandy, I think we're starting with you. Is that okay?
Awesome. It is great with me. And I'd like to, can I go ahead and have my partner that was going to share, have her share, and then I'll share?
Absolutely. And of course, just, if you are sharing, we've got lots of people on. So you got to look at the timer. And for those, for our regular speaker, Sandy, that we know is on the list, but if it's somebody not, we want to keep it down to a minute. And who am I looking for, Sandy?
Nicole.
Okay, wait, I saw her before. Oh, there she is. Hang on. I love that. Okay, here we are. All right, so you can do an introduction, Sandy, and let's get this rolling.
Okay, this is Nicole's first conference, and she was all notes and paying attention, and she's got some great things to say in a minute.
All right. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to be a part of it. So a couple of things that I took away from Learning Labs, that 94% of women will believe that they will be self-reliant on their own income on their own. As a single woman, I've always been reliant on that, but it's a good stat to be able to share with other women. Most money issues are the top reason for divorce and for domestic issues in the child welfare system. The reason I'm telling you this is because in Jeff Roberti's session, we talked about the Augusta rule, the simple IRA, and the I-401k. We talked about paying your kids, an S-Corp, an HSA, a health savings account, and maxing out last year's IRA and 401k. I've put those items in the chat for everybody.
Great. And so
I will give about 30 seconds. Please tell us what the Augusta rule is. I had never heard of it.
The Augusta rule allows you to write off expenses up to 14 days of using your home. So if you were going to rent out the Marriott, instead of renting the Marriott, you write yourself an invoice. You use that as a tax income deduction and an expense. So for example, if you were renting the Marriott for $1,000 a day, you could write off $14,000. So go check into your local rates and find out what that is. But the Augusta rule will definitely save you both on the income and your expenses.
Wow. So this is really cool, Nicole, because you went to conference. I know you picked up a bunch of other stuff about who we are and what we are and your belief in it, but you really saw what network marketing can do for your bottom line in terms of taxes and owning your own business as an entrepreneur.
And absolutely. As somebody that's worked for myself for many years, and I'm in a full-time position for somebody else right now, I think the money numbers are the reason that a lot of people get into this. I got into it for my health and kept telling Sandy, I don't care about the business. I don't care about the business. And I finally said yes to the business. And I think it's just really important that this will help other people as they need help in their finances.
And so if you don't know what all those are that she mentioned, also talk to a friend that's an accountant or find somebody that can help you out with that stuff and set you up. So Nicole, thank you. I was totally surprised that's what you talked about and I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, Sandy, go
Awesome.
for it.
Really quickly. So my favorite speaker was Phil Jones, that our keynote, and he talked about exactly what to say was the name of his book. So I got it on Kindle and I've been reading it, and it's a game changer, really. He says the worst time to think of what you're going to say is when you need to say it. So to have some tools in your box and know what types of things you're going to say for each person you're going to talk to. And he says you only need to know one question. Whatever the question is for them, like you want to hear about their vacation plans or something, you ask them a question, and whatever they say is going to give you what to ask next. And then you find out enough information to actually know what their needs are so that you can offer a solution or see if they're open. And a couple of the sayings, I won't go through them all. You got to get the book. And it was like $7. I'm not sure if this is for you, but he says that I'm not sure if it's for you tells them, oh, no pressure. And the but says, but you might want to listen to this, and they'll lean in. And then how open-minded are you is a really good saying, because everyone, or question, because everyone wants to be open-minded, right? So they're going to open their mind to hear what you're saying. Would you be open-minded about the possibility of working together? How about what do you know about? So they are telling you that they already know about network marketing. Oh, well, what do you know about network marketing? And that gets two things. It tells them you're not going to get defensive, right? And two, it tells them, it gives them the signal that maybe they don't know everything about network marketing, because when they start to tell you, they realize they don't know everything. How would you feel if, and just imagine the look on your kids' faces when you're able to take them on that cruise. So those are just some of the really powerful statements. And then the last thing I want to say is the wrap up was phenomenal. And Cynthia Mears talked about a 90-day game plan that she was embarking on, and invited those of us who were in the room to join her. And if Nikki wants, and you guys want, I can post a couple of those videos. They're Eric Worre videos in the Heat team, because I am all in. And the thing about that is, once you set goals and you clear your schedule, you are going to do these, you have your list of what you're going to be doing, and you do them. It's like an energy that takes on a life of its own. So I definitely recommend doing that. And the 3-1 that is new. Do 3-1. The first month you get $50.
3-1. Sandy,
3 customers. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm trying to go fast. 3 customers and 1 team member with their own subscription. And we know that is like a reorder. And then you do it the first month, $50, second month, $50 plus a mystery charge. The third month, you get $150 plus, the other 2 prizes. And then if you do it all 6 months, you get an extra $300.
Yeah.
Is and recognition at conference in San Diego, and you will have moved your business forward. So anyway,
so Sandy, before you jump off, for those of you that don't know, Sandy Tavola is a Heat National Marketing Director. How long have you been with us, Sandy?
29 years.
Okay, just want you all to see the life of people hanging around, not leaving. It's pretty amazing. And I just want to add 2 really quick things. You know how we've always said, when you're giving a video to somebody or talking about looking at information, we've always said to not say, if you're interested, I will send you blah, blah, blah. We've always been teaching, if you're open, I will send you. So I just want to comment on, we've been ahead of the game. We knew the open word before we even heard about Phil Jones, right? I just want to compliment us. And the other thing is, when I invite people to an event, I've always said in the invitation, I'm not sure if this event that I'm having is for you. Would it be okay if I asked you a few questions? And that makes people more interested in coming, because I'm not sure this event is right for you. So that's one that I've always used over the years. I've always liked that. So Sandy, thank you so much. That was great. Your energy is just off the charts. So Jennifer, I'm going to look for you here in a second, and we're going to have you speak next. Jennifer Straub is also a national marketing director on the HEAT team. Jennifer, where do you live?
I live in Louisville, Kentucky.
Do you have any kids?
I do. I have 2 kids. 23-year-old who just started her first real-time job today. I'm so proud of her.
Woo!
Of the big deal. So she graduates in December, but just started her big girl job.
Okay.
And then I have a 20-year-old who is a sophomore at Hanover College.
Very cool.
So.
All right. Tell us what you know. Give us a little bit of Jennifer wisdom.
Well, let me just tell you, I'm going to cover Travis and just my own little disclosure note. I was writing Fast and Furiously, and I may have missed a title here. I may be covering 2 speakers, and I'm giving Travis all the credit for it, but I didn't do a page break. But let me just tell you, after being in the business for 22 years, I have never been so excited I mean, Travis has brought this whole new belief in we've always believed in our company, but he's brought a whole new belief in the company and the industry and our products. And to see him being in this industry for what do you say, over 30 years, I think, and for him to almost be leaving and retiring and working on real estate until he heard there was a position at the Juice Plus company, and that was Jay Martin's. I mean, Jay Martin is so respected in this industry, and that would cause him to come to our company. I cannot tell you how much pride he has in our company, and that is just flowing throughout all of us. So I want to go over a few things that he was talking about. He was talking about
Jennifer, I just want to add one thing. For those of you that don't know, Travis Garza is our new CEO. And I think that's really important to get his title in there. And man, his experience has really shifted our business team. So go for it.
Well, and he brings such a personal touch. I mean, he wants to get to know us individually. So he asked us if we want to be an agent of change. And our company is going through a huge change right now. We're all experiencing that. And he kind of went through some of the things that we're doing, like brand recognition. We've got the USPC. We've got the Luminate. We've got St. Jude's.
What's USPC for those people?
The United States Performance Center, and we have joined with the United States Performance Center. They are the largest training facility for Olympic athletes, the one in North Carolina and Charlotte, North Carolina, and we are their performance protocol. We can now offer to any gym, any local, anything around your area, the same protocol that the largest training program uses. That's huge. That brand recognition for us is huge. So
Jennifer, when you say protocol, I just want to make sure people understand, it means that all the Olympic athletes that go through that USPC group, that center for protocol, they all need to be on Juice Plus to be trained in that facility because they believe so strongly in Juice Plus as a protocol for athletes.
The quad, all 4 products, and they're working on the shakes there. So that is huge brand recognition for us. Luminate is a whole new avenue for us. And St. Jude's, for 30 years now, we have been the top sponsor of St. Jude's. Our name is getting out there, the respect is there. And then there are some things that are a little questionable, and they're going through and changing all that. The Wikipedia, the negative stuff on the internet, they are addressing that head on, and we are going to erase that because we know it's not true. So we're looking at these big connections that we're doing and correcting what's out there on the internet. We're looking at new products, and we're going to be releasing some new products over the next couple of years. And what that's going to do for us is it's going to attract new customers for us. Our existing customers, it's going to add more products to their cart. So we're going to start adding on to the existing base we have, and it's going to give us a competitive advantage. I mean, think about, we want to be this umbrella for health and wellness. We want people coming to us, and not just for foundational nutrition. We want them to know us as being able to be a one-stop shop for health and nutrition. So we're looking at bringing in new things to do that. Our messaging is different. They did an interview of 5,000 partners and 4,000 customers. And the one thing that they really realize is that there's a lack of understanding of our benefits. So they're really going out there to really educate people on what the benefits of Juice Plus, really numerous ones. He talked about opportunity being the everyday performance, the future investment, and the ease. And I'm hoping this is all still Travis, but it's really good information regardless of who said it.
Perfect.
He talks so the opportunity, the intention, to create a distinctive brand. We want everybody, household name, and everybody to know what we stand for, to unleash an emotional connection to the brand. And then the clinical research, it is our hero and hero in the equity. Our clinical research is second to none, and we need to really, we are a hero in this industry. So he wants to bring all that out to the forefront. We're also doing a brand refresh. And if you all look at the new brand, it is so fresh. It is so sharp. It's insight-led approach, but he's bringing out the holistic, the emotional, the long-term. They even talked about the diet culture. We're a healthy lifestyle, and then they're bringing this whole big brand refresh so that we're hitting all these little niches that people are interested in. He said healthy should be proactive, natural but works, relevant, and the unique combinations bringing people together. He respects so much Jay Martin. He called Jay as our pioneer, and he is bringing Jay forward. We've always had Jay. Jay created an incredible vision for our company, and he is living that vision and taking it forward. And I cannot tell you how much respect I have for that, because we all love Jay Martin. He talked about the power of three, scientifically proven. It's a superfood, and then power of the partners. So we know it's scientific. We know that the power in plants and in teaching that, and then the power of the partners. I mean, we unified together. That's one of our biggest assets in our company. Our new saying is for today and all your tomorrows. And he said, we don't just look at tomorrow, because tomorrow comes and goes. So this is today and all your tomorrows. And then I had at the very end, when he was closing, everything comes in cycles, and leaders are constantly networking. And so, we've gone through our cycle, and we are coming out on the other end. We're constantly networking. He said that networking is vision thinking. Great networkers are vision casters. I love that. And that's what we do. We are vision casters. And then he had everybody take a moment and write down some daily activities, because that's what we need to be doing every single day to move our business forward. So I left there with so much respect for him. This is the second conference that we've really heard his heart, and he has been out in the field. I had an opportunity to talk to him at lunch, and he was so interested in what I was saying. He asked me how long I'd been at the company, and I told him 22 years. Told him it took me 18 years to get to the top, and he just kept saying, why? What kept you going? What kept you with us? He was so interested in everything I thought about the company. And that's what he wants to do. He wants to get to know us, and he wants to make sure this is the right company that fits all of our needs and takes us forward. I cannot tell you the pride of having the company leaving after getting to know the heart of Travis, and the fact that he's carrying on Jay's heart. So he was just inspiring to me. I'm very excited about the future.
Jennifer, I want to add one thing to what you're saying around him. I think the team that he's put together over the 34, it will be 34 years for me in October. There was another period of time that we had that kind of a team that lasted for about 4 or 5 years that was that kind of powerful. And then we had some switchovers and people in and out. And so for the first time in 5-6 years, I am seeing the most powerful team, other than one other time in the history that I've been involved with the company. And during that time before, when we had that powerful team, it was a straight up kind of trajectory. And I feel like that's what's going to happen again. I think it's really great. And then one other thing I wanted to say is, when you talked about the one-stop shop, I know that when Juice Plus comes out with a new product, I trust the product implicitly. I don't have to research it, because I know how important quality is to this company. When I think about what they went through for 5 years looking for the perfect capsule, no other company in history has ever done that before, what they did. The lengths that they go through, so that I think a lot of our customers feel the same. So when we come out with the next product, they already trust us. They don't have to worry that it's not going to be top notch. So I love the one-stop shop idea. So Jennifer, you were great. Thanks for covering it.
For Jennifer to share with those that don't know why you had lunch with Travis, because I think that's such a big deal. It needs to be celebrated.
Yes, not everybody got to have lunch with Travis.
Well, they put a challenge out to all of us about doing a certain number of events. And those who did 20 events or more got to have lunch with Travis. Now, Sandy did 20 events, and so did Melissa Falco, but they were busy for lunch. They didn't make the lunch, but I was able to go, and it was really neat lunch. It was really neat hearing everybody else and the ideas that they were doing. So it was neat.
Great. Thank you
It was
so
an
much.
honor.
Tyra, I'm going to call on you next. So hang in there. Here we are. All right. So Tyra Weeby.
Yes.
No. IMD or EMD?
Oh,
I before E.
oh, I'm an EMD.
EMD. I know. I always say I before E. It's EMD.
Yep.
With the Juice Plus company. How long have you been with us, Tyra?
It will be 24 years, October 1st of this year.
And I have to ask her, because look how young she is. How many grandchildren do you have?
3, and
I have
my
not.
son gets married Saturday, my last one. So
Oh my God, I didn't realize that. Congratulations. So
yes,
tell us what you're going to tell us.
yes, I am, and it's perfect segue because Jennifer was just talking about events, and that's what I'm going to cover with Beth Leopold and was it April Conklin?
April Conklin, I think.
Yeah, April. Yes, it was. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, Nikki.
Okay, great. Go for it.
I put this together just to keep me on task here. Okay, there we go. Water. And we'll go from the beginning. Okay, so it's about events, and what they were talking about is our mindset, the types of events, how to invite, the actual event, and doing the follow-up and the repeats. We all want to know how to do the best event, right? So it is about our mindset. And so when you're having an event, when people are coming over to your home or meeting at a coffee shop or whatever, do you walk into the room saying to yourself, whose life am I going to change today? Right? And then what you believe others see, what you believe is what others are going to see in you. And be sure to hold your head up high and be proud of our company. Another talk they had earlier was also about confidence. Laura Morales was talking about that. Our confidence, people feel that. We have to come in with such strength. And it's important how you start your day, right? Just being positive and focusing on the positive. And the other thing was, of course, just having belief in our product, our company, our industry, our sponsors, and belief in ourselves. So there's that fixed mindset and growth mindset, and that's what my next slide is. And it's changing your words will change your mindset. And I really love this graphic because just think about it. If you say, "Oh, I'm not really good at this," but instead you thought, "I can get good at it with effort and practice." How about, "This is just too hard"? Well, everything is hard before it's easy, right? I made a mistake. You know what? Mistakes help me do it better next time. And you know what? It's good enough. No, the more I do it, the better I'll get at it. And they are smarter than me. We often think, right? Well, how about I get smarter by learning more about it? And then the last one is, if you change your mindset, you change your whole life. I think these are even like great affirmations to put up on your mirror. I thought they were so good. I love them. All right. And then about events. And we all know we have big events to put on our calendar. For me, is a wedding on Saturday, but also a big event was this conference that we just had, our Juice Plus Live, and I already have the one on for next year in March. And then regionals and boot camps, right? And then we sprinkle in the rest of our events. And you pick the ones that you enjoy having. April's had her list of favorites, and Beth Leopold had hers. Some of them overlap or whatever, but these are just some examples of ideas of events that you can have. Mine probably are my favorite right now are probably the Sal in a Jar, the sourdough, and burrito in a jar. Those have been a lot of fun over the past 6 months doing those, but do an event that you enjoy doing, and you're going to have fun. Okay, I know this print is hard to read and whatever, but they had great verbiage. You know what? You know how it, we just like, even as I was reading through these, looking at these, there's just some little words that I just like saying it a little differently for my invites and stuff like these were right. So excited to be hosting a Sal in a Jar party at my home. It's so much fun. We each bring 3 toppings and 3 mason jars. Then we each make 3 salads to have ready for the week. Come join us come join us to prep in community and walk away with inspiration and tools for your health journey. I thought that sounded really nice. I love
Great
that.
verbiage.
Exactly. So these are just, I'm not going to go through all of them, but I just loved what they shared. So I'm saving these. Okay. And then, again, back to the energy when you're having, do the one event do events that you will enjoy. And they said, yeah, just keep, it's your mindset, keep it simple and fun and do what you love. Share your product and business always. We heard that throughout the whole conference. One of my partners, Jim Rawl, even just said, she goes, this conference was so much about, bringing the business up more. I think they really were hitting that home at this conference, and doing that at our events. And, that call to action. And I love this this line here. They said, facts tell, but stories sell. And stories, as we all know, we all have incredible stories and there's just so powerful. So use your story. We all are unique and have powerful stories to share. Okay. This one here, I loved, this is April's closings for her, having an event. She says, I just want you to know that there's just no pressure. This is a no pressure zone. I'm so glad you came today. I want to keep you coming and learning until you feel good about your decision, taking the pressure off, right? But you know what? I know there's some of you might be thinking, holy moly, where has this been all my life? I can't wait to get this juice plus in my body. Sign me up. And you say, we can do that for you today. And then the last option that people might be thinking, hey, yes, I want this. I'm thinking of so-and-so and so-and-so. Hey, and this other person, and I need some extra income. And this sounds great. And you know what? We can get you going today as well. And what her whole point was that people need to be guided. So just giving those options there, and people can identify with one of these guaranteed. But just again, they need that guidance. Okay, and is that my last slide? I think that's my last slide. I know I had.
Then, first of all, you are such a great trainer, Tyra. We need you more. Just saying out loud. And you might want to just hit the stop share button. But that was great. You covered a lot of information in a short period of time. And
Thank you.
I'm hoping that some of you took screenshots. I did, of some of the verbiages in the invites and of the close. I did screenshots. If you didn't, you can rewatch this when we post it on the Heat Team Facebook group. Take shots then so you can have this verbiage. So Tyra, thank you so much. That was fantastic.
Yes. And I didn't know if you were, if I was supposed to introduce Maria, or are you doing that later? I didn't know.
You know what? We can do it right now. Let me see if I can find her. Maria, will you wave or put up there? I got you. Yay.
I just want to preface it, if I could. Maria was a first-time attendee. She's a nurse practitioner, and she had no idea what she was really coming to. I'm telling you. So Maria, how about some takeaways from you?
You're right. I did not know what I was coming into, but I went in thinking that, okay, I'm going to get the information I wanted. And the information that I felt like I needed was how to close or how to talk to people. I can start a conversation, but I never knew how to bring it back up with anyone or to follow up and all. So I found a lot of good stuff on here and all. Number one, it was just from the very beginning, going in just to get my bag and to sign up. It was so much energy. I've never been in a place with so much energy, and everyone was so excited and happy to see you, and I've never experienced that. So that was very exciting for me and all. Okay. And also too, I'm here in Atlanta, and Gemma always told me about, oh, I'm in Augusta, Tyra's in Augusta, and so-and-so's here, and Jennifer's in Kentucky. And I'm like, well, who are all these people? And I just never had anyone in Atlanta area. So Gemma was able to find me some ladies that actually was Juice Plus that's in Atlanta. I'm very excited because I've been trying to do a sourdough party. And she actually found someone that does sourdough. She goes, oh, I do those all the time. I'm like, perfect, because you'll be doing one at my house very soon. Or whatever. So that was really great too. The thing else, what else did I say? Oh, and one thing, I can't remember who said it, but it was, success doesn't come with what you do occasionally. It comes with you being consistent. And that really resonated to me about being consistent. I kept hearing people, and all through all the whole weekend, I kept saying, well, how long you been with Juice Plus? How long you been with Juice Plus? And there are people who've been there from like me, maybe a year or less than a year, to like the rest of you guys, like 20 something years. And to still be that excited over a product and all. I loved the new facelift of what they're doing and all. And another thing I learned too was talk the business. I was more about talking about the health part, being a nurse practitioner. So I'm all about your health and trying to improve your health and all. But I did not or even consider about talking the business. So I realized this is 3+1, and one of those conversations should be at least about the business. So I like that. But I came back and the last night that we were in the hotel, my upline, Jamroll, had us in bed figuring out, what are you going to do when you come back? And I'm like, what? She's, oh no, we're going to keep it moving. And she's right. So I already have my first event planned in 2 weeks. It's going to be a salad in a jar. And I literally put out the invitation to, I think, 16 ladies, and already have 7 coming. So I'm very excited about that. I'm like, yes, or whatever. So I'm looking forward to it and all. It has been really good. I really enjoyed it. Sandy, same thing with you too, what you were saying about the book. I literally picked the book up on my way to back home. And that's what I did the whole flight. And I made it all the way to 16. So I'm in point 16 now or whatever. So it's been really, the book is really, really I think it's going to help me. One of the most, it's going to help me and all. And it's just so nice to see everyone. Yes. I got that one. It was in my bag. So I was one of the fortunate ones to get it in my bag. So I was very happy
That
about
was for me.
Oh, it was from you?
It's okay.
Thank you, Tyra.
Anyway, Maria, thank you so much as a first timer. Thanks for speaking tonight. That was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh,
Tyra, thank you as well. And we're going to keep moving on because we've got some more people to hear from. And Carolyn, I am looking, there you are. There we go. Here you are. And Carolyn, where do you live?
I live in Phoenix, Arizona. It was so exciting. There were 6 of us in my home here for the Phoenix leadership. And so we had some really great time together. I want to just do a big shout out to Tyra Wiebe, who 24 years ago on October 1st shared Juice Plus with me. So thank you for that, Tyra. You can see what a great trader she is, and that's made her a leader. That's why she is an executive national marketing director. And I think that PowerPoint maybe should be put on the Heat Team Facebook page so people can go through and click it again themselves, because she did such an excellent job. So thank you for that, Tyra. And my role here today is I want to share with you what's going to happen tomorrow for those of you who have not received the email from our company to invite you into 4 websites that are going to be happening. They just told us today, the national marketing directors, we've been enjoying these, but now they're rolling it out. QSSCs and above will get it at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and everyone else, they'll roll that out around 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm going to share my screen with you, and I just closed what I had open, so give me 1 second here. And I want to show you so that you can take a picture of these websites that you're going to want to be a part of. Now, you don't have to wait for the email to come tomorrow to be able to log into these, but they're going to give you videos and steps and easiness to do that. But these are what you are going to get invited to be a part of. So,
and Carolyn, just so you know, all of these are on our Heat Team boards under digital transformation.
Well, thank you, Nikki, because that was my next screen after that. So I appreciate that. So basically what I want to show you tonight with the little time I have is where to find this information on, okay, what do I do? Where are the videos? But I just want to point out your landing page is your former website using your name.juiceplus.com. You're going to have to relog. We don't have to sign up for that. That will always be there. It's still there today. And then juiceplus.com is our store. It's also the place where you will log in with instructions to see your own personal orders. Your customer login is located. Every customer will be logging in and see their own orders at this website. Our back office, previously the virtual office or juiceplus.com, is now called backoffice.juiceplus.com. And you will also need to activate and log into that. And the hub is where all our information and our resources are located. I'm going to show you that in a minute here too. That is where our company's putting information for us. So let me know if I jump over to Chrome. Oh, I'm glad I said that. If you do this, if you go into these pages and you're struggling, we've heard that the Chrome browser is the best browser to navigate these, okay? And Jennifer and I learned that. I was in Walmart and she was on the phone trying to send something to somebody on her cell phone, and she was in Safari, and that's what prevented it from working to get to where we needed to be. So Chrome, I made her download Chrome so have Chrome downloaded on your cell phone and your computer as an extra browser, because you may just want to use that, okay? So my question for you is, can you see my screen changed, or am I still on the hub?
You're still on. And Carol,
Okay.
the way that you make that happen where we can see the changes is
Yeah,
if you go to your desktop instead of what you want to show. And once you're on your desktop, then you pick your PowerPoint, it'll show, or whatever you pick, it'll show you changing screens. Just letting you know that.
okay, so I'm looking at it, but you don't see it, so I'm
No.
on my desktop.
Nope, we don't see it because you have to start with your desktop, not.
Yeah,
go-
so I have to stop sharing and go back.
Yeah.
The thing is, I was showing you a picture, that's what I was asking. So
Yeah.
let's go into,
But if you go to your desktop first and then find what you're looking for, then when you change things, that'll always change with you.
okay, thank you,
Anyway.
thank you. We're all learning, aren't we? So here I am on boards, and if you have the Heat Team downloaded, wonderful. It's also on Campbell Team. A lot of people choose that, but I clicked on Heat Team and it was under what's new, because this is all new. So under what's new, here it is, digital transformation. So what's new, digital transformation. I'm going to tap on that. And here you will see information. We thought a best place to start are the how-to videos by D. Lucas. And so just go through and look in through all these things. Nikki, we may want to delete some of these things that, like, this doesn't exist anymore because we had to do. But anyways, this is where it's at that D. Lucas did. The other thing I gotta move this far.
Also, top left is how to create a cart. It's a page that instructs you piece by piece how to put a cart together. So that's almost easier sometimes than the whole video, but we don't need to. It just tells you
Right.
every single thing to do. It's perfect. Step 1, step 2, it's all in one place. That sometimes is easier than even watching a video.
Okay, great. And so anyways, I'm going to encourage you, but let's say those of you, some people don't have boards. It is free. So if you don't, you want to ask your upline, okay, how do I get that? I'm going to go to the hub.juiceplus.com, which you will be logging into, in the scrolling across the top here, training guides. That is where this information is located. And so I want to show you on the hub, anything that looks like these little insignias, that's PDF. But when you see this arrow, this is video. Okay, so we got lots of PDFs. We got one video on top. I'm a video girl. So, and then I'm going to click load more, because the last one are the tutorials about different things, and it was about even how to navigate this hub if you haven't been in it. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave you. I just want to encourage you all to check those out so that you can get up to speed on our new transformational websites that we have going on here. And who's next, Nikki?
Carolyn, it's going to be Heidi is next, which let me find us here. I got to find me now. Let's see. There I am. Okay.
You
that's-
could remove my spotlight, probably.
No, I'm keeping you up there forever because I love you too much.
Hi, guys. Well, for me, I want to just say that I think it was Jennifer that mentioned the heart that she felt from Travis Garza. And I want to say that from when the very, very opening, there was this amazing artist who was drawing pictures with her hands, just like releasing sand. And there was a camera on it, and it was so amazing. She drew a picture of Jay Martin. She drew a picture of Juice Plus. I mean, the whole video was so heartfelt and so emotional. I don't think there was a dry eye in the house, especially when you know and respect and love Jay Martin, as we all do, and know what he has done for all of us. I just feel, I mean, the emotion that I felt was just truly profound and incredible. I've not felt that deeply at a Juice Plus conference before. But what I found for myself was I'm very consistent. And I think a lot of you guys that do know me know that actually some of my friends say that's my middle name. I do power hours consistently and, I just work my business consistently. But the one thing I have noticed, and this conference really highlighted that for me, was how small I've been playing when it comes to events. And I'm just super excited. This conference really gave me the kick up the backside that I needed, to really get those events going. I've moved to a new place. I have no excuse except for the fact that I do need to know a lot more people. And that's where the networking comes in. So thank you. I think it was Jennifer as well that mentioned the networking. Anyhow, I'm just really excited to 10x my business and get to QNMD.
Woo! Patty, I think you're going to be our last speaker. So
Okay, and I'll
give us
make
what
it
you got.
quick. Can you hear me?
Yeah, and
So
Patty, how long have you been in the business?
I have been in the business, I'm going to say 28 years. I kind of stopped counting and I just never got out of line. And so I think a lot of you know that things are happening in the MLM network marketing industry here this last year and a half or 2 years. And a lot of big companies kind of bowed out and went to affiliate marketing. But I think this conference really showed me, it just made my belief in the company even more solid. Our company is investing. You've heard it from Jennifer and from everybody about they're investing in technology and marketing and our appearance and education and opportunity. Everything is just being uplifted. And so we're in the right place at the right time. I know we're all challenged a little bit right now, but like Nikki said, have faith and patience. We are the agent of change. And you're going to be so glad you just picked this company, you hung in with this company, because I think we are going big, 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 and new things are happening.
Wow, Patty, thank you so much. It's so fun to hear that, especially from somebody who's been around for so long. I just wanted to add two things. One, at the NMD meeting over in the corner, they had a bunch of gravestones with all the names of all the companies who have disappeared. It's not that they've necessarily gone to affiliate marketing. They're no longer here. And I just want to say, for a company that's been around as long as Juice Plus has been around, because most companies don't make it beyond 2 years, and the fact that we're around and doing what we're doing after 50 plus years is really remarkable. And I'm not going to go through any names of any companies, but when you see some of the big names, you're going to be shocked that they have just disappeared and gone by the wayside. So it's not just that they've changed their marketing, they've completely gone under. And then what I wanted to say also, just to wrap this up, is a lot of you have heard me talk about Brandon Barber. I know Sandy is absolutely enthralled with the work that we have been doing with him. We've both signed up for a year-long coaching program with him, along with 50 other national marketing directors with Juice Plus, just Juice Plus. And his content is invaluable. I think he's one of the best coaches I've ever worked with. And his prices are incredibly reasonable. He's got something coming up right now that's normally $97. But if you go up onto Broadcast Boxer, my Broadcast Boxer, you can see that you can get it for 50% off for less than $50 for several hours of training with him. But he came to our conference this time to meet us in person. And I was standing outside in the morning, Saturday morning, before the session started. And I went up to him and we talked for a little bit. And I said, Brandon, I said, you've probably been to a lot of network marketing company conferences. What do you think? Is this feel different? How does this feel to you? And he kind of, put his hand on his heart and he stopped for a second and he said, he said, yes, I've been to probably more than 50 conferences over my time working with network marketers. And I've never seen or felt anything like what I've been seeing this weekend. And I said, what does that mean? What did you see that's differently? He said, number one, there was no egos on the stage. Nobody was parading themselves around like your top leaders. You wouldn't have known that they were presidential marketing directors. There was no special signs. Everything was so inclusive. He said, your team from the front of the stage was absolutely heartfelt and authentic. And I just haven't seen that in the 20+ years I've been working with network marketing companies. So, and to know Brandon, you know, his bottom line is honesty. You know, you could think that that could have been a sales pitch. It wasn't. Because I've been working with him for about 2 years now, and I absolutely adore him. So you guys need to take a look at what he's offering this weekend. And if you're on my team, I'm giving away a free ticket. And not too many of you have asked for it, so better check in. Heidi is one of the few people that's asked for that free ticket. Check on the broadcast Voxter if you're under a Cotton Club team, and I bet you Sandy's offering the same for her team as well. So anyway, I just wanted to end with that we really have so much to offer and so many ways to impact people. And we are so trustworthy with quality and who we are. Have faith and patience, because it is a little bit of crazy town right now, trying to get online, trying to place orders, trying to do anything. But I just want you to remember this one thought. I've been with the company 34 years. They've always made things right. If there's been any problems, they've always taken care of it. So with that in mind, be looking out for our next heat call. I love all of you. Have a great week. And if you all want to unmute yourselves and give a shout out to ourselves, give us a happy something or other. And I can't.
Joy. That's what I'm saying.
Yay, us.
Thanks, everybody.
Conference was wonderful.
Good night,
Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Enjoy
Bye.
life.
It was so
Thanks,
nice
Carol.
seeing everybody again.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Right.